I'm done shitting up my channel. I swear. Oh my god. But today's video is actually really serious. So Yoshi P went and he said, I hope players don't forget we are people too. And I absolutely agree with that statement. That's something that I fully support. I think in anything in life, you need to always remember the person, because if you don't keep in mind the human, and this comes to any social interaction, whether it's dating, whether it's friendships, whether it's even co-workers at a job, it's really important to remember that you're talking to and working with a human being, and that you want to treat people the way that you would want to be ideally treated. However, we've come to a really weird contention point where we need to also acknowledge that a lot of the criticism is genuine passion. Like, when I read Final Fantasy XIV Criticism, it doesn't read the same as criticism that I myself sometimes get, which I'll talk about that very briefly in a bit. But the criticism usually just stems from passion from the game, from genuinely wanting it to improve. I've been a pretty vocal critic, and this has been going on for years. Like, even if you look back, February 2021. I wish I had a screen up there. I didn't. I don't know. I just looked up that direction because I did. But I think it was February 2021. I was talking about the death of Nocturnal Astrologian and how much I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I still think it's a massive loss to the game. We have a solo T being cleared by a solo healer, Nocturnal Astrologian. I liked it myself. It gave diversity in gameplay, and overall, it is a net loss. Like, I don't really know why people try and spin it as anything but that, but to me it was just a net loss. It's something that we didn't really need to lose in the game. Same idea with pet jobs. I loved Old Summoner, and I'm a huge advocate for pet jobs. But why let's press on that actually for a little bit, because Beastmaster is coming, and I'm actually so excited for it. Bro, check my channel. Since like 2020, I have been talking about Beastmaster and how excited I am about it. Everyone's gonna be like, okay, that's great, that's not criticism, that's you praising the game and being excited for something that's coming. Okay, here's where things get spicy. I don't think that it should be level capped to level 90. I presume when it's released in patch 7.5, its level cap will be raised to level 90 alongside Blue Mage as limited jobs. I do believe that it would be a massive benefit to the game to introduce it with restrictions, such as you need a certain 3 pets unlocked, and these would be like basic ground level pets. I say 3 thinking about Summoner. So these would be very balanced, very fair, very low level pets that wouldn't break the game, and that you'd need to have them unlocked in order to sync above level 90, and that you would be forced and restricted to only those 3 pets. Keep it at level 90 completely busted. I'm the first person to say make it fucking crazy. But if you want to do level 100 content, you're going to have these 3 pets in order to even get there, and you're going to have to only use them. So that's criticism that some people have taken way overboard and have gone absolutely batshit insane on me. And I'm not even joking. Like, I don't even, like, there's Reddit comments that I might edit on the side, but, like, some of them are, like, insane. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I just wanted a pet job to play at endgame for, like, ultimate raids, savage raids, and stuff. So when I raise that criticism, though, does it sound like I hate the game? I certainly hope not. I just want to play the game more. I want to play it in my particular playstyle. I play a lot of pet jobs. I play Guild Wars 2 where I play Mechanist. I love it. I like World of Warcraft where I do Demonology Warlock, and basically you have a default pet with a few commands, but you summon a bunch of Impidimps with friggin' a Hand of Gul'dan, and then you summon little hounds, and then you summon like a big angry doggo, and then you have like a giant burst cooldown, which is summoning a demon general that buffs all your other pets. And then obviously you have the standard Beastmaster there. So I'm just a pet guy. But in that criticism, a lot of people find offense in that, and I've tried to present it as tame, as fair, and frankly as honest as I feel about it. But a lot of people think that, hey, I'm trying to like kill Blue Mage or put it under the bus. Do I have my own opinions on Blue Mage? Absolutely. I think that it, unfortunately, is not in the best spot right now. A lot of the times when I hear someone really praise Blue Mage, I will ask them, and again, this is not me trying to do a gotcha, this is not me trying to be an asshole. I'll be like, okay, do you have like a log? Like, what have you done recently with it? Because no one has been able to so far do that. And obviously, I do have a little bit of reach, and I have consistently asked, hey, do you have one? Do you have one? And it's not me, again, it's not me trying to be catty, but it's like, it's not in a great spot. Like, I don't see many people taking it into endgame. I have heard some people have struggled to get groups, but we're getting way deep on that. My point is, criticism is often raised in a way because people want it in order to improve the game. Do I want a pet job because I want to see Final Fantasy XIV die? Let's take a moment. Do you think I want a pet job at endgame because I want to play the game less, or that I want to see the game die? I don't think so, bro. So, there's that kind of criticism. And that, I think, is more than fair. And if you think that's unfair, we're going to have a completely... I don't know how you think that's unfair. I say this as someone who's been at many different jobs. I've had a storied career as a software engineer. I have, like 6.5 years of experience in this stuff. Like, I've had jobs where it's been really bad, toxic environment. And when I say toxic, I mean, like, literally, like, people, like, yelling at the top. It was insane. I've also had really, really great experiences. Like, my last few jobs were so good. Like, I have nothing but nice things to say about my last employer. It was such a beautiful opportunity. But I apologize. But my point is, criticism, I've absolutely had it. Absolutely in my day job, and it's been pretty stressful. So, and some of this criticism is very constructive, and some of it is honestly just, I would get it, and I would just be done for the rest of the week. Mentally, I didn't want to check out, but mentally I checked out. And obviously, I went to seek other opportunities in an environment that was just a little bit more friendly, just a little bit more happy, more conducive to me being the kind of me that I want to be, which I want to be happier. And lately, especially on this channel, you know I haven't been. Now, let's talk about that in terms of criticism. I'll just segue right into it. I really have seen all ends of the community in terms of a lot of criticism. So when Yoshi P talks about a lot of people not remembering the human, I'm the first person to know it. Actually, maybe especially me. I'm going to be honest. I try my best earnestly to be as non-controversial as possible. Like, I have a very strict agenda. What is my agenda? I want to get to the USA, and I want to find someone who loves me, and I want to hopefully get married again. Like, it's just like, it's been a really hard 1.5 years, I'm going to be honest, but that's my agenda. There is no other agenda than that. I'm not trying to do anything else other than that. I just want to live my life the best I can. I want to have a good job. I want to have safety. I want to have security, and I want to find someone who hopefully actually truly loves me, and that's my agenda. Like, it's just like, there's even a big project that I'm hoping that I'm gonna be done in a month from now. I'm trying so hard. And what is the agenda to even that? Just that. Exactly what I told you. Now, why am I telling you this? Because for some reason, I have a very, very loud portion of haters. And again, could it be because I am the biggest gay content creator in this space in 14? Maybe, I don't know. But, like, I don't want to just jump on to assuming that. But, like, there has been a lot of hatred. There is some justification, because it's been like, Cole, you've been really negative. Cole, you've been bringing up your ex-fiance. Cole, if I hear about Brendan one more time, I'm gonna fucking scream. Cole, why are you still obsessed with this fucking nasty pig that cheated on you and stole all that stuff? And you're right. I've shat up this channel. I have shit on myself infinitely, and it's stupid. And so when people raise that criticism, I get that in two very distinct different flavors. And so this is relevant here. One of them is basically beating me with the criticism and just using it like a punitive, like just raw, unabated hatred. Like you'd think that I did something terrible. And there's examples in this community of people doing really fucked up things. Thank God. My sin? What is my sin? Crying about my ex-fiance dismantling my life and fucking stealing thousands of dollars of property and sentimental items. And bro, like, if that is my sin, you know what? I'm going to bear that cross. You watch me. I'm going to bear that cross because you know what? Out of all of the drama with the content creators, you know what? If that is my sin to bear and that's why you hate me, bitch, I'm fine. You can hate me for that. We good. We, especially with some of the controversies we've seen over the years. Bro, but I digress. But then there's the type of criticism from people who genuinely are like, I've come to your channel for information. I've come to your channel because I want to hear your opinion on things. I've come to your channel not to hear about your ex-fiance 1,000 times. I wasn't here for your ex-fiance. I don't care about your ex-fiance. He's totally fucking irrelevant in my life. He's totally irrelevant in yours. He's a thief. He's a blah, blah, blah. Stop mentioning him. Got it. And so these are very real types, very two different types of criticisms that I get. And I can even delve back specifically into Final Fantasy XIV. God help me remember to timestamp this. In 2023, September 2023, I was raising very vocally that I have widespread concerns for the game. In particular, in casual forms of content, I was just like, why is the Relic a Tombstone weapon? I don't really have much content to do, and casual players like myself, which is what I'd still consider myself. Some people are like, oh, but you cleared through Futures for Grim. I don't give a fuck. I still consider myself a casual player. I love the game, but I still consider myself a casual player. Why did I complete through? Because Reen and Gaia are some of my favorite characters, and I simply had fun. It's not more complicated than that. Like, if people are just like, oh, you think you're the bee's knees, honey. No, I'm just some dude that just likes the game, and I like to talk about the game, and I like people. Like, it's just like, how much money do you think I'm going to make on this video? And I'll give you an honest guesstimate. I think maybe $2, $2.50, and people are going to be like, but it can't be. It's that low. Like, I don't know what's going on, but some people have this crazy idea in their mind that this is like a huge-ass grift. Bro, is going to be like $2.50. But like, I'm literally here for friends and stuff. But I digress. But in terms of like the criticism that I've raised in 2023, I was lambasted, like on streams and all this. I was told I had bad opinions, and trust me, even though now people are talking about things that I was raising, like the 2-minute meta, like the lack of casual content, like the job homogenization, things like why are healers pressing one button? It was me that literally pioneered these topics. Why? Because I was just bored in casual content that I didn't have much to do. Like, there's no Disney villain story to this. There's nothing deeper. Straight from the horse's mouth. Like, there's nothing deeper. I just wanted more interesting shit to do. Like, why do I want a pet job? Because I want to play a pet job. Why do I want more grippy, meaty, casual content to do? Because I find it fun. Give me shit to do in game and give me good rewards. It's just like, take that new cat mount, that really realistic cat mount. Imagine if that was an Occult Crescent reward for like, I don't freaking know, like 1 billion silver pieces and 1 billion gold pieces. People would be in Occult Crescent grinding until their hands were bruised. They'd be like, I'm no more grinding. Am I wrong, though? I don't think so, because people love that mount. But, oh my god, or imagine the new glamour set, bro. Oh my god, people will go apeshit for whatever content. But I digress. My main point of that is, in 2023, I was raising all this criticism that now people agree with, but like, the community as a whole kind of like got mad at me, And I'm gonna be like serious. Like, people said I had bad opinions, this, that, and I tried to present it as clearly and nicely as possible. Like, I do try to be like a good person. Like, I don't know. I woke up this morning and chose peace. That's really my mantra. That's just my mantra. Like, no bullshit. But one of the issues is I've raised this criticism, as did others. Like, I'm not gonna try and say like other people didn't raise it after and stuff. Like, we had the whole healer strike, which again, I don't believe that strikes really work in that kind of fashion, but I think that it was a real telling sign that we had the healer strike. And then I went to the media tour, which again, amazing experience. But they had Sage as dots, and they could stack. You could have the AoE dot, and then the single target dot, and then, what is it, Eucrasian Dyscrasia, Eucrasian Didosis, and you could stack them. Well, you couldn't do that after the media tour. They homogenized it to one dot. I was like, son of a bitch. Mind my French. Parlez-vous français? But, unfortunately, the healer strike really failed. Like, there's no really great way to put it. Like, it's just like Scholar's healing kit. I love it. Like, I do. Like, that's not bullshit. That's what keeps me going to Scholar. But it's damage kit. Spamming Broil is literally all you really do for like 99% of your casts. And again, when I raise that, some people will get mad. But you shouldn't get mad. Why am I raising that? Because I want it to be more engaging, because I want to play it more. Like, do you understand where the criticism's coming from me? But, how to even say it? There's people who are a little bit more inflammatory on both sides. This is why I'm not going to participate in this nonsense. People have been trying to drag me into this fucking stupid content creator bullshit. No. But people on both sides have been getting their jimmies rusted. And fact of the matter is, I think that both sides love the game in their own way. That's the god honest truth. The people that are being more critical, most of them, are being critical because they want to see the game improve, like what I said for myself. That's from a genuine place of my heart. Obviously, I don't want to see the game die. No shit, Sherlock. If you think I want to see the game die, give your head a good fucking shake. Like, what planet are you on? Like, no offense, like, but like, you're out to lunch. You're on something special if you think I want the game to die. Sorry, it's just, I hear that shit and I'm like, how did you come to that conclusion, bro? Like, you on some heavy shit. How do you even say it? There are some more inflammatory individuals, and they're saying things that I agree with, but they're saying it in a way that I think, us being human, the way, the tone of something being delivered often means more than the actual message itself. And that's something that is like a psychological fact about humans. The tone and the way that a message is delivered often means more than just the semantic meaning of the words. So I don't love the way that they say some of the things. I don't like the way that some of them are brought up, but I find myself completely agreeing with a lot of the points that they make. And that's not me saying that from like a point of pride. It's just me saying objectively, when I listen to this individual, I'm in agreement with them. And one thing people need to know is that a lot of people feel like they're not listened to. And that's where a lot of this hostility comes from. Like, there's some individuals who, and I speak again from my own personal experience with my channel, they're completely fucking fed up with me talking about Brennan. They're completely fed up with me shitting on my own channel. They're completely done with the crying. And you know what? They're right. They're fucking right. Bro, like, they're right. I'm shitting up my own channel. I'm ruining my own shit. And for fucking what? For an asshole that doesn't give a fuck that I exist, like, actually no, he does give a fuck. That's why he keeps fucking harassing the shit out of me. But they're right. But those same people are annoyed as fuck at me. And when I say that, they're like fucking really, really fucking annoyed. Yeah. There's too many examples to even count. There's a few that still comment on stupid Twitter posts that I shouldn't probably make, but my point is, a lot of people have reached that point with Final Fantasy XIV, and so I know exactly where these people are coming from, and they're kind of fed up. They're like, we've been raising this and that and this, and we wanted to see this change, we wanted to see that change, and it felt like we weren't listened to. Things haven't changed, and we're talking about 14, and I suppose my channel, although I'm going to try and improve that. But, and they're frustrated, they're pissed, they're angry, they don't want to fucking do it, they're just done. And they view it, and again, remember, I think more than any other content creator, I put my fucking fingers into the lurking pie everywhere. Like, I don't even go by my actual username in most Discords, like, real talk, because, like, I'm a lurker, I don't want to be identified. But, the sentiment from a lot of these people is just pure frustration. They feel unheard, they feel not listened to, they don't feel cared about, and they feel like they tried to raise things in a good manner, in a fair, nice way, but that it was brushed aside. And so now all these people view themselves as having is like this resentment. And I think that that's where a lot of this more hostility that we're seeing for Final Fantasy XIV come from. And again, let me make one thing clear. I don't think that people should be attacking any individual under any circumstance. I think that there's been some scary stuff that's been said and done, leave me out of it, but I think that there's been some scary stuff. But it's just like, when most people are criticizing the game, they're criticizing the game, the product. I think that that's as far as it should go, if you ask me. But I'm very much, what do you want to call world peace? And then some bitch, some friend of mine, and he's still bitch, ruined that statement by saying, well, if you want world peace, shut up. I can already hear his little bitch ass voice saying it. I hate you. Fuck you, Roxanne. Asshole. Ruined that for me. But, reality is, most people feel like they're not heard, and that's where a lot of this resentment comes from. Now, obviously, there's some people who take it way too fucking far. And when I say that, obviously, we all know some of the examples. You shouldn't be saying crazy shit to people. Like, that's not acceptable. Like, you shouldn't be wishing for someone to get fired from a job. Like, that's not okay. Like, I can say, as someone who was unfortunately caught up in one of the layoffs, I'll just say it, after the tariffs happened to me. Yay. This isn't something I'd wish on anyone. Like, I think that calling for that is not cute. I don't think it's okay. Like, that's my god honest opinion. Like, this shit sucks. This shit really sucks. Like, every day I have pretty bad anxiety over it. And honestly, it's not helping me feel better one bit. It makes me feel really inadequate and really shitty, and it hurts. But and it's not helping me, like, get over the whole ex-fiance thing. Like, I think that's making it way worse, honestly. Because it's just like, oh, all those imposter syndrome thoughts, those are coming running back. And it's just like, okay, well, you have 2 fucking degrees. You've done 6.5 years of software engineering, and was I just an imposter the whole time? I don't think so. I think of the things I've made, but I digress. But I think that when the developers are saying things like, remember the human, I think that they probably feel a lot like how I do about that, like the imposter syndrome. Like, I mean, obviously they still have their jobs, but they probably feel similar lines where it's just like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not enough? And no crying in a video, Cole. You've shat up your channel enough. I won't. Don't worry. It's not going that direction here. But my point is, I can understand where the developers are coming from, and fuck this shit. This shit sucks. And so it's hard because you really do want to bring joy to people. You do really want to give information. You want to enrich people's lives, but sometimes it's just, you're not enough. Be speaking a little honestly here. It's like, I don't know. Statement hit a little too close to home, I suppose. But I think that when it comes to the criticism, I think most of it for Final Fantasy XIV's instance is actually love for the game. And I do mean it when I say that. I think that people really love this game. I think people really love the developers. I can say that I do. I can say that the media tour invite really meant a lot to me. I know that for a lot of people it's just routine and just like, oh, I'm a big content creator, this is something I'm entitled to, and that's what a lot think. Like, I talk to a lot behind the scenes. Like, you don't know who I talk to, but like, I keep things under wrap. I'm not one to kiss and tell, but I'm not that kind of person. Like, it's the only media tour I've ever done in my life. Obviously this channel's just a hobby for a game I love, and it meant a lot to me. And so when I say that I care about this game and its community, I really do. And when I say that I believe that most of the criticism is because people love the game, I really do mean that. I sincerely mean that. If I didn't think that was the case, I wouldn't say it. I'm telling you the truth. And there are some people that it's like what I said with my own channel. Like, there's some people that just kind of extremely hate me, and honestly, if I did anything to justify it, trust me, I think I'd hate myself for it way more than you could, honey. But then there's other people who just raise it because they want to see things improve, and I do too. But I suppose that kind of wraps up this video. Those are kind of my full thoughts on it. I think that most of the criticism raised is fair criticism. I think that it's also just criticism of the product and not an individual. I think calling for anyone to be fired, like I just said like 5 minutes ago, inappropriate. I don't condone that. I just don't. Because it causes a lot of pain, bro. Like, I'm in that position right now, and like, I wake up every day feeling worthless. Like, it's like I'm trapped in Canada. Like, Brendan did me real good. I don't think you guys know how good Brendan did me. Like, I'm in my fucking parents' basement right now, bro. And unemployed. You really, honestly he couldn't have done a better job of destroying me. And that's probably why it hurts so friggin' bad. But, the imposter syndrome, that, not hearing back from applications and shit, like, shit. I won't wish this shit on anyone. No. This shit fucking sucks, bro. Yeah. But most criticism for the game, I believe that people just feel like it wasn't heard. People are just like, where's the casual content? Where's the job things? And I think that that's just bred a lot of resentment, and that's where a lot of the harsher criticism comes from, is maybe that's the line to leave it on. I think that your number one worst hater is probably a past ex. Although we're not gonna get into it here, but I protect that man to this day. Like, there's so much shit that I have on him. Like, trust me, if I wanted revenge, it would have been mine. Still could. Like, whoa, let me be unfortunately clear. There's a reason why I haven't sued for my property back, and it's because, honest to God, I wish for him to have a better life. That's the God honest truth. But I can say that no one has ever been as vicious to me in my life as him. It's funny because he's my 5th long-term relationship, and I thought Evan was harsh. I thought Evan was harsh. No. No. So I think that's the people that love you the most that are the most harsh. And so I think that's kind of where this is coming from. Anyhow, this video is so long, I don't think people are going to click it at all. But there are my full thoughts. Now I'm going to lower my prediction of how much this video is going to make to literally like $1. But hey, people are going to still call me a grift and shit bag for posting video on this. You just can't win with some people. And I think that's maybe the takeaway for the criticism too. Some people are genuine, some people, they're never gonna believe you or care. Oh god, it's over half an hour. Shit, yeah, this is, actually, know what, this is gonna get like 50 cents. This is gonna get at most 500 views. So like, count on it.